Welcome back to Hiking with Kathleen. This video is our third episode of staying at Arrowhead Provincial Park. And if you watch the whole series, you'll see the change in the leaf color from when we came 2 weeks ago till pretty much yesterday. Because in the last few weeks, what we've done is toured the area, made a couple trips into Algonquin, Limberlost Forest and Wildlife Management Reserve, as well as toured the trails. So I invite you to stay. You'll have a chance to see some really great wildlife sightings. And I have put together a reel of highlights that were created during our 3-week stay. So stay tuned. So I'm at Big Bend Lookout for dawn, and it's such a spectacular sight as you see the sun just coming out from behind the trees, and eventually we'll see the illumination of the beautifully colored trees across the way just beyond Big Bend. So I'm set up out here in our dining shelter in order to do some video editing. This week, the temperatures are pretty much as low as 23 degrees Celsius, and it'll climb as the week wears on. So this is our final week at Arrowhead Provincial Park. And this is one of the settings that I haven't been able to, use yet as a video editing scenario, along with the power bank, or Jackery, in order to keep me powered up. So Shannon and I just came back from a quick round of using the drone to show you the beautiful colors that can be seen at this time of the year anywhere up in this Muskoka area. So it's breathtaking, and it's getting better and better with every passing day. So we've been really lucky with the weather. We do have some rain that's headed towards this area towards the end of the week. We're leaving on Friday, and at least that's what the plan is, because there is a good chance of rain Thursday and Friday. But anyway, our plan is we're going to spend another 5 days here, and we are not wanting to leave. We have just had such an excellent experience here at Arrowhead, but also in the area at Algonquin and Huntsville. So it's been really a great treat. We're not hiking through Arrowhead right now. We're actually up at Limberlost. It's a forestry reserve place. It's about half an hour away from Arrowhead Provincial Park. So we're just coming through here and checking out the trails, and we're taking you along. Yeah, I think that's Buck Lodge. I think that's what it said on the map. Be a cool place to stay.
Mm-hmm. Water view.
Shannon and I just wrapped up our hike. We hiked for probably 30 minutes down the Buck Lake Trail. And the reason that we cut it short, because I think it's, I don't know, around 4 kilometers or something like that, and it's all around Buck Lake, is primarily because it feels more like it's a dog park in here. We actually came here with really high hopes that because it wasn't a park, it was a nature reserve, that it was going to be something that people would be maybe more concerned that there'd be bear activity and things like that. But anyway, the two groups of people that we came across, one with a golden retriever with harnesses on it, and the other had some labradoodles. One was named Piper. Piper was taken off after Shannon. I was walking along the road. I'd already aborted my mission because I'd seen, these dogs fairly close to us. So that's the thing, is we really try hard to find places where we can hike and get footage of undisturbed wildlife, just to see them in their natural habitat and how they're behaving with their environment or with each other. And anyway, so we're disappointed that this is our first and only impression of Limberlost. So anyway, we're going to head back and probably find a place with some scenery to be able to enjoy our lunch, because we brought a picnic. So we were actually prepared to leave Limberlost. We were not impressed with the dog park sort of appearance of it. And I flagged down a young guy and just asked him about the situation, and he said he apologized that we were directed to Buck Lake Trail. He said that and Solitaire are the two most popular ones, and I specifically asked, where can we go where we're not going to run into people? Just so I'd have a better chance of filming wildlife. Anyway, they directed us back here, and we are now located in an area that is being set up as a new campground, has not yet been opened, and it's called Peel Lake. So we're looking at Peel Lake right now. This is our lunch spot. I don't know how I feel about that. How's it coming along? So I want to mention what really turned this situation around was I had spoken with this young guy who, you know, I mentioned about the dog problem, and he flagged down a friend of his, a colleague, and together they said, you know, we would never have recommended Buck Lake or Solitaire Lake, but instead this is where we got the recommendation to come out to Peel Lake. And I'll tell you, this turned everything around. I know Shannon's out here with her camera, and it's just a matter of feeling like we're in an isolated area. And as Shannon mentioned, as we're driving along in the truck, it feels like we were on a hike in the truck because it was very remote where we were driving. So we've just loved this. This is really amazing out here. We're cooking over the fire today. It's turkey chili. And right now, it's a matter of just getting the turkey cooked up, and then Shannon's going to be bringing over the beans. But are we getting this cooked up first? Yep. Okay. All right. Shannon's just adding some tomatoes that are from our garden that we brought here. We cleaned out the garden before we came here. And so anyway, now she's just adding all the tomatoes we have that we haven't yet eaten. I've had some tomato sandwiches and stuff, but with this being chili, hey, we'll just add some good stuff from home. While admiring this wetland, I had the good fortune of running into the locals that I had referred to in the first video, who had mentioned a few things that would be interesting to me in this area. So, the tree that we're looking at actually is bearing a nest that was used this past season by great blue herons. While I was listening and watching what was lying ahead of me, I heard some movements through the bushes behind me. Lo and behold, to my excited surprise, I got to see a porcupine. We don't have porcupines in southwestern Ontario, so I was very excited to see this animal, and this animal looked less than enthused at seeing me, and did make its way along the trail away from me. Thanks for joining me for this 3-part series of our camping trip and hiking through Arrowhead Provincial Park. So this concludes the series of episodes 1, 2, and 3. However, please stay tuned because next week is when I will be combining our 2 excursions to Algonquin Provincial Park, including the hiking trails that we encountered at that time. If you enjoyed this video, please click like, consider subscribing if you haven't already. And if you're interested in seeing any of the gear that I use when I'm out videoing or some of the camping gear, please check hikingwithkathleen.com and you'll find all of the links there. Take care. Bye for now. We are going to try this Little East River passageway from Arrowhead Lake, and we'll just see how far we can go. Oh dear. Oh my. Oh my God. You got it.
Ready?
Okay, 1, 2, 3, push.
Oh, you're almost there. Good for you.
Push.
Are you
I
ready?
got nothing to push on anymore.
Kayak paddles make it a little extra challenging because they're so long, but that's okay. That wasn't too bad at all. So this is nice. Now we're back at the wide open Arrowhead Lake. I'm over the moon excited to be able to report that in this wetland, I saw a couple of otters. And I thought this habitat was probably best suited for beavers because it's non-moving, it's a beaver meadow type of thing. But in fact, this body of water supports life like beavers and otters. Otters typically are animals that like river life, and there is a river that is connected to all of this. So perhaps that's just something that they were doing today. But anyway, it's a really cool experience to be able to see the two otters interact.